Hey everybody, Frugal Farmer here. This is an old memory from when I was first in college. There was about five of us. All of us hung around together, and we had gone to college, and we were coming in for a weekend, so we kind of planned on meeting. And on a Friday night, we were going to go to the club. Well, back then, if you were 18, you could drink beer, and you'd had to be 21 to get a mixed drink. Well, everybody liked the way I packed the cooler, so it was always my job to pack the cooler. I'd have the beer ready for us. And what we'd do, we'd drive around and drink beer. That way we wouldn't have to spend so much at the club because those beers were expensive. Well, we stopped at this little pond. I'd been there, but it'd been some years, and I've just vaguely remembered it. Well, this was back during the high point of disco. And I really didn't have the silk shirts and stuff, but I was looking nice. We were going out. My mullet was right. Well, Jan, which was one of the party, Jan and I got along very uneasily because she picked at me and I picked at her. And a lot of times I got the best of her by picking back and forth. And she tried to do a homemade dye job on her hair one time. And I was telling her how beautiful her hair looked, and she had messed it up. And anyway, Jan was all decked out. She had on some dancing heels and some nice pants on, and she had on a rabbit skin jacket. And she had her hair big, and I mean, it was big. Well, we're walking around looking at this pond, all this drinking beer, talking, just having a good time. Well, there was a wall that was right there at the pond, and there was a full moon, and the way it reflected off that wall, it looked like there was a cement pad right there at water level. And I was about half a minute from jumping on it myself. Well, Jan was right there at it. What does Jan do? I'm sorry. I'm going to laugh through this thing because it's bringing back so many memories. But Jan jumps down there on what she thinks is cement. She goes feet first, and Jan disappears. Oh, gosh. Well, anyway, we're looking at each other and like we're just, what? Well, when she comes up, I thought we were at SeaWorld. She sprung up out of that water and was just beating her arms. And the wall it's like 3.5 foot to get out of there. And it was cold, let me tell you. Well, she's beating the water and we're laughing. And we finally lean down there and grab her arms. Well, she's trying to throw her leg up on the side of the wall to help us, and the four of us are trying to retrieve her out the water. And finally, she rolls out onto the ground. She's covered in sand and grass. And so she's ready to go. We're about half an hour from her house. So we get in the car. We're just laughing. And she's not cracking a smile or nothing. And she's telling the joke's over with. That's enough. So we get in the car and we get out there fixing to leave. And the girl that was driving, she said, we take a right to go to the club. That started it. And I know the poor girl was freezing. But we kept saying, we're going to just go to the club. You'll be all right. You'll dry out. And nope, this is not funny. I'm going home. And that big hair was flat at this point. Well, oh gosh, we're sitting there, we're cracking up all the way getting her home. She gets out of the car, does not say a word, and goes inside. Well, she got comments for years after that about that night. We were talking with her, we asked her, said, "Have you ever seen the movie Creature from the Black Lagoon?" And she was no, she didn't know where we're going with it. And we said, "Yep, we have." Said we saw it dive into some water one night, then we had to retrieve it. And she still, well, that was not funny. I don't want to hear about it no more. But anyway, we survived. We always referred to that as Friday night flu instead of Saturday night fever. Thanks for stopping by. Come back again when you will. Share, comment, like, hit that subscribe button. God bless.